Let me start this presentation by saying Amazon photos and the images that you use within your listing are unbelievably important. So I'm going to go through why they're so important right now within this presentation. So, all right. So why are images important, right? So I love this quote, and it's a quote that we made up after thinking about photos. So keywords get your products found, but your images are what gets them the attention they deserve, right? Sam just went into, how to find your most relevant, highly searched for keywords the right way. And that's true. Keywords do get your products found. But once your products are found on the first page, again, if you're on page one, you could be on that page with 24, 36, 48 different sellers. How are you going to get your products the attention they deserve? How you're going to do that is by having images that blow everybody else's out of the water, including the main image. Now, there are a ton of requirements that Amazon has put in place for that main image. But if you're smart about it, you can make your main image look a little bit different than everybody else as well to stand out from everybody else on that first page. Not only will images help differentiate yourself and stand out from your competitors, but the better your images are, the better your listing will convert. Images or photos are part of our 4 pillars that we have, which are title, price, pictures, and the review rating. They're the 4 pillars that really allow you to have a listing that's going to convert. So if pictures help you convert, they're going to help you earn more revenue, right? Which in turn helps you have a better bestseller rank on Amazon. This is a big one that a lot of people don't think about. Images truly do reduce product returns. Think about this for a second. If you had, say, 3 images on your listing out of the 7 that you're permitted to have, and those 3 images were blurry or they didn't zoom in on any of the features and benefits of the product, they just didn't tell the story about your product, right? And someone took a chance and bought it. And then they got your product and they were like, wait a second, this wasn't the color I thought it was going to be. This wasn't really even the product I thought it was going to be. It didn't have the material I thought it was going to be made out of. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if your pictures are blurry and you don't use all the image slots to tell the story about your product to help you sell your product, then they could easily, your product could easily get returned, right? Because people aren't going to understand really what the product is until they physically receive it. Don't put yourself in that situation. Pictures are very, very important. And then, like I said, ultimately they can help increase your profits through conversion. So images, I like to call images digital sale closers. Like I mentioned earlier on the last slide, allow your images to tell the story about your product from start to finish. Allow them to sell your product without you physically being there. Figure out how to tell that story like you were sitting in front of another person, and from whatever features and benefits you want to go over, if there's any major designs that you want to show in detail, if there's any color you want to show in detail, if there's any material you want to show in detail, show that in your images very, very clearly. Allow your images to become digital sale closers. And if you properly get your images done, that's exactly what they will do for you. Remember, we're selling online. We're e-commerce sellers, either through our own website or through Amazon. These images and the content that we write within our listings need to sell the product for us without us physically being there. So they are so very important. Provide your customers with all the information they need to make the buying decision. Like I said, tell the story. Look at your competitors' images, right? Like we were just talking about. Look at the best sellers in your category. Look at the sellers that have the Amazon choice tag, right? Look at the good pictures, look at the bad ones. Look at the ones that are just ugly, right? And make sure that yours are not bad and ugly. You know, look at some of those examples so you don't do that. And then you always, with images especially, it's really important to A/B test or split test those photos. And what I mean by an A/B test, I mean putting one picture beside another picture and testing it right in front of an audience. And I'm actually going to go into that within this presentation. There's a site that you can use to help you do that. And it truly is important, because what you think might be a good image, or what I think might be a good image, in reality, it's not the best image. You'll be able to find that out through the A/B test or through the split test. And again, you want to make sure you're using the right pictures, because they will ultimately help you with conversions. So what I want to do now is, actually, before we go to this slide, because this is part of our A/B test, I want to go over to Amazon real quick, and I want to show you an example of some pictures that are good, right? And then some that are bad. So let's go over to Amazon, just so everybody has a good idea of what I'm talking about here. So let's go over to Amazon, and we'll keep the example of our garden hose. So I'm going to type garden hose in here. All right, garden hose. Okay, perfect. So let's start, like I said, let's start by going to, we'll start by going to the Amazon's Choice, because it's right here. So let's click on their listing. All right, so let's take a look. First of all, I like to see if they're using all the image slots that are available. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect, they're using all the image slots. So let's take a look here. So their main image is actually good, honestly. It's very clear, it's concise, it shows exactly what they're selling. Yeah, I really like that one. The second one is a picture of their box, which is okay. You can start seeing some of the features and benefits there on the side of their box, which is nice. This picture, though, here is key. I'm happy to see that they have this picture. This is showing zoomed in shots of different features of their product. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what you want to do. You want to zoom in on unique features of the product. For example, heavy duty rubber washer. They want you to know that this product has a heavy duty rubber washer, right? An on and off valve, three-quarter inch brass connectors, right? See how important this is? Like, this is helping them sell their product without them physically being there, by showing you all these different features of the product. This is so important. Every single listing for any product should have this type of picture. Let's go to the next one. Again, this is another great example of that. Look, leak-proof anti-rusting alloy punch, right? They're doing a great job of showing you the product in very, very great detail to help you feel comfortable in purchasing the product, right? And that's what these type of pictures are meant to do. So these are absolutely great. Let's see here. What's the next one? This one's good too. This shows different benefits of using the sprayer. So perfect. Again, features, benefits, right? Very, very important. This is great. This shot's very, very important as well. For those of you that don't know, this would be called a lifestyle shot. These shots are very, very important because they show the product in use in a real life setting. People love these type of photos because they can see how the product's going to work or what it's going to do, like if they were actually there using the hose, right? And you can use a lifestyle shot for any type of product as well. These lifestyle shots are extremely important. And then this is a good shot as well. This shot's very basic, but again, they're showing you a benefit of a piece of their product. They're showing you this picture because they're trying to differentiate themselves from their competitors. They're showing that all of their products will fit in an easy carry storage bag, which is a great idea. So I give this listing an A for their photos for sure. they cover all the features and benefits. They cover the lifestyle shot. You know, they put together a presentation here to sell their product without them physically being there. They did a great job of closing the sale digitally with these pictures. So this was a great example of exactly what you would want to do. Now let's look at the bestseller just for the heck of it and see how they did. I'm sure they probably have something similar. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly. A really good main image. Again, they're starting to show the features, another feature, another featured photo, their packaging, another photo of their could be their features. They're showing their brass fittings there, and then again the benefit of using the sprayer. So as you can see, guys, bestseller, Amazon Choice have very similar pictures in the way that they have their presentation set up. Because look, they've been selling this product for a long time. They know which pictures are going to help sell their product. And that's exactly why they're using those types of pictures, because they do truly help them sell their product, or they wouldn't be the Amazon's Choice or the bestseller, right? With this many reviews as well, 4.5 stars with 1,700 reviews. So with that said, those are great examples of very good photos. Real quick here, I won't take a lot of time to try to find it, but I'd like to find an example of bad photos. And so let's check this one out. Let's see if they're, oh, I honestly did not plan that, seriously. But this is a prime example of horrible photo selection. Look, they're only using 2 photos and they're boring and they show nothing, right? They show the hose, and the hose with the I don't know, we even know what that would be called, a place card for the hose. So obviously this company didn't care about taking the time to create the photos necessary to, sell the product properly. And let's be honest, they're not the bestseller. Unless I missed it, let me go back. I didn't see a bestseller tag on that red hose, right? No bestseller tag, no Amazon's Choice tag. I wonder why. They're not taking their listing seriously. Photos are very, very serious a part of the listing. So with all that said, let me go back to the presentation. So the next thing that we're going to go over, which is very, very important, we're going to go over in more detail about the A/B testing for photos. So there's a site out there called pickfu.com. So pickfu.com. And they have, their whole entire site is set up to help people A/B test different photos or different images. And you can go over there. They have different plans for everything. But basically how it works is you'll submit 2 photos to them with some sort of question you want to ask, like which photo would you click on first, or which photo do you find more appealing, or something along those lines. And then that question, along with 2 photos, will get submitted to as many respondents as you want. They have different packages. You can pick 50 respondents, 100 respondents, 200, 300, however many you want. The more respondents, the better idea you have on which picture is better than the other, obviously, right? But let's just say you went with the 50 respondents. So for this example, that's exactly what we went with. So this is image A that we submitted, and this was image B that we submitted. We wanted to find out which image, either A or image B, would be clicked on first. That was our question that we asked. So based on that, what image would be clicked on first, like I just said. So winner was image A, and image A was this image here, right? So back to this slide here. Winner was image A with set. So the cool thing about Pickfu is they give you all the data as well. So based on 50 respondents, 72% of those votes, which was 36 respondents, chose image A over image B. The great thing about this site is they tell you why they chose image A over B. I felt like this is more, I felt like image A was more relatable than image B. It's more informative and the headline catches my attention. I chose A because the words are easy to read and it's immediately clear what the product is. So as you can see, you may have thought image B was better than image A. I might have thought the same thing, but in reality, image A was better. Image A would get clicked on first over image B. And if we're using image A in a Facebook ad, for example, I sure want the image that's going to get clicked on first, right? So it's really, really important to split test your images. And you could do that with PickFu, you could do that with friends and family. However you do it, just get some other eyes onto those pictures and make sure that you're using the pictures that are going to get the most attention, right? And you can do that with the images, those 7 images that I just showed you within your Amazon listing. You could ultimately A/B test every single one of those images against another image as well. We've done that in the past before also. It's just very important to make sure you're using the right images because, again, I know I just said it before, but sometimes what we think are the best images in reality aren't. And then, you know, they give you the results on image B as well. You can see 14 of the 50 votes were for image B. And then if you decide you want to use PickFu, there is a promo code out there. It's My Wife Quit. You can get 50% off your first time using the PickFu.com. So with that said, the next thing I want to show you real quick, just so you guys are aware, Amazon does have product image requirements that you have to adhere to. So let me show you that real quick. Let me go back over to Google here real quick. So how you find that is this. You go over to Amazon Help, and I already have it in there because I've been there a million times. Amazon Help image requirements. So it's this one right here. And look at this here, guys. So Amazon will show you here on this page exactly what you have to adhere to for their requirements. So these, all of these different requirements here, they give you the different file formats that they need to be in, the different pixel dimensions. So just make sure whoever you're using, and I'm going to go into that in a second, whoever you're using to get your products done, make sure that they know this information here, right? I would just send them a link to this page here and let your photographer, or again, whoever the site that you're using to get your products done, make sure that they have this link so they can go through here and make sure they're adhering to all of these different requirements. Because I can tell you from experience that if you don't adhere to these requirements, Amazon will throw a quality alert up on your listing and eventually your photo will get removed. So again, great idea to make sure you come here, give this link to whoever is doing your images for you. So let me go back to the presentation. Hold on a minute. So with that said, based on the image requirements we just looked at, I do have some. So let me stop for a second. We used to refer our students to Perfect Pixel Photography. However, at this time, they're so busy that they're not taking any new clients right now. So that could be an option in the future, but I didn't want to give you the URL address to that site because they're not taking any new students right now, and I didn't think it was fair if somebody was looking to get that done at this point. But we've compiled a list of 3 photographers on Fiverr that you could definitely use. So just let me show you one of these here. And then again, this presentation will be in the membership area, so you'll have these links. So let me go back over to Google. And this was one of my favorite ones, so that I'm going to show you this one first. So let's go over to her page here on Fiverr. Hold on one second once it loads. Okay, perfect. So you'll want to go here. I will shoot high quality product photography. And you can look through her little portfolio she has here. She's got a bunch of different pictures, but as you can see, they're high quality photos. And this specific photographer um, is definitely recommended. You can see she has 6 orders in her queue, which means she's currently working on products. She's got 427 5-star reviews. She's a legitimate photographer that's going to do great work for you. You can look through all her reviews here. I mean, you know, and read the different comments. You know, these are the different packages that she provides. So, you know, you can feel comfortable using someone like this on Fiverr. But you know, no matter who you use, if you don't if you didn't want to use, you know, one of the three that we recommend, I mean, look at these photos. These are amazing. I mean, truly, look how clean and clear that is, right? That would be a lifestyle photo, and she's got some lifestyle photos there. That's some product photography there, right? Look at how crisp that is. That's another light. That would be considered a lifestyle shot right there. That would be a lifestyle shot. These are all lifestyle shots, and it looks like she's actually modeling herself within the lifestyle shots as well. So if you needed, you know, a model to be a part of the photography, like if you were selling some sort of clothing or something like that, it looks like she'd be able to model it for you as well. So there's another great picture of product photography. So yeah, you can definitely feel comfortable using her. And then the other two that we recommended here as well, very similar to her. So just read through the different options. You know, choose the one that you want to go with. But any of these three would be valid options for you to get your photography done for sure. And then as soon as that perfect pixel photography opens their doors back up for new clients, we'll definitely let you know about that for sure, because we have a great relationship with them. They've helped us with multiple photos for many products that we've come out with. So yeah, just be sure that whoever you use for your photography, that they have a very good idea of Amazon product image requirements for sure. I would send them that link, and I would point blank ask them if they've done images for Amazon sellers in the past. And again, just make sure you're telling the story about your product. Make sure you're showing the features and benefits of your product within the photos. Make sure your photos can help you close the deal without you physically being there. And if they can help you do that, it's just one of the pieces. Remember, it's one of the you know, it's one of the pieces that will help you get that conversion, right? It's one of the pillars. It's one of the 4 pillars. And those pillars all work together. If one of them is off, it can take you from page 1 to page 3, and you're not selling anything on page 3. Point blank tell you that. So make sure all those 4 pillars are up to par. Make sure are where they need to be. We're here to help you make sure all 4 pillars are where they need to be. And if they are, you're going to have a much better chance of success to not only get to page 1, but stay on page 1. So that's everything I had for the photos, guys.